Howdy of you delicious people. I'm here today to play another episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness. We are going through and playing another episode of this because that's what we do. That's how we get down. That's how we get funky. That's how we get the monkey all up inside of ourselves. So, let's at first ultimately unlock another bit of Irma. Just a la Berna. And then some more Casey Jones, of course. That's what we do. But otherwise, claim hero. I am otherwise going to bump down the volume just a swidgen, and then ultimately we are going to make a decision to pause here because ultimately there had been a thing that I had taken a photo of, but ultimately had some quite tying to this game, and ultimately I had absurdly forgot about it, and so ultimately we're going to go back to it and get a little maybe clip of story. So let's pause here and we'll come back with there in fact some interesting imagery. So let's pause here. Yeah. So this little bit of story was when ultimately I had kind of done some random thing. Every once in a while I'll do some like random achievements and it'll give me some story. This time around I thought I would just exit out of it at some points and it would just come back up, but it doesn't. So really, when I've done random objectives, it gives me random additions of story. So whoa, I'm not here to play Hotfoot, Raph, and where's Dreg, and why are you helping his army? Like we tell you, simpletons. Alright. This is Drag. Mission accomplished to the military base. Yeah, a little quick snippet, but ultimately, when looking at it, it's maybe at least some kind of story that ultimately, forcibly, I gotta friggin' just put out here because ultimately I forgot, or ultimately I made progress while I was away, and then I've been waiting to showcase the story for a while because I forgot about it. So I apologize for that, but otherwise, let's go into the ordinary episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness. And yes, this game gives you more story than the entire Twilight movie ever did. Unless you're a fan of the movie Twilight, then ultimately I would sell out to you and probably just say Robert Pattinson is not Batman quite yet. Or maybe he may not be. Or maybe he never will be. Because you will be. You wallaby. You wallaby. Come on. A sandwich. Wallaby a sandwich. Come on. Give me all that goodness. Give me all them fun times. Gangus. You know, a gang on that hang, you know what I'm saying? You're hearing it out the roof rafters. Roof rafters? You've been to those roof rafters before, haven't you? Roof rafters, Hero Drive. Yay, another character that I already have, game. Just don't even let me do it anymore. Don't let me look into this roster and just be, oh, pity me. For shall not. Shart. So let's go and hopefully progress in this episode. Hopefully we don't take 2 years to not beat a level. Cause that's what I'm about to do in this episode. I'm about to beat that level. Just about to look at the level and just be like, just looking, savoring that level. Just looking at it, I'm like, level. Just you. Just you and a boatload of margarine. That's what I say, level. Boatloads of margarine. Alright. Let's get through this. I don't know why I said margarine before. Now I can't stop saying it because it sounds like the word of the day. Margarine. It sounds so illegal, but it isn't. Alright. Take her down. Take her down. Take her down to Chinatown or any kind of town of which that a person would go. Cause god dang it, I was getting close on that level. I was looking at it like, I was like doing one of these. Acceptance. I was gonna win. But no, not in this level. I guess I'm gonna have to take out Slash and put somebody else in. Fudge. Cause of fudge. Sweet, delicious fudge. Now you watch. Freaking get Slash in. He's tearing down the town here. Come on. Take it. Take it to the river. Do it. Of course, Leo just croaks. Because he's a frog. He croaks. He has a little rivet before he gets into it, if you know what I mean. Just gets too far into it. He's like, yeah, I'm too far gone now to this joke. So I gotta last it. I gotta make it last. I gotta savor the flavor of this joke for reasons. Oh, dude, I was so close there. I was so close to winning. Only I would have had Leo last like 12 minutes longer. Because that's all you ask for, right? Dogs? Goat milk? Goat milk. Alright, so now we gotta figure out where to go with our lives. Because that's a thing we would do. You can't have Splinter in there because he's not cool. He's not cool for the young hip boppers out there. You know those young hip boppers that do those We don't know where we're going with the dialogue of this episode. I have no clue where the words of the dialogue are going today. We've had a pretty long stretch of just a bunch of stuff that we're reviewing today. We've reviewed like I think 3 things so far today. We've kind of reviewed another episode of Stanley's Stanley's Lucky Man. Reviewed that. Tells you how just uppity that I remember even all the stuff that I just reviewed like 85 seconds ago before I came on to here talk to you. I reviewed those on the secondary channel. Also reviewed Die Hard. That might be a movie people might be aware of. Maybe you might know a man named Bruce Willis. Maybe you might know much more of his daughter, Rumor Willis. Because not a lot of people might know who Bruce Willis is. It's kind of one of those like, hey, nobody knows who a Bruce Willis is. Nobody knows. Nobody else knows. But if anything, they might know who like Demi Moore might be. Maybe his ex wife of his, but it ends up being what it is. Gosh darn it, why can't I just solve this puzzle of the riddle of the piece? But anyways, so I reviewed Die Hard, and if anything, if you pause it just right in one portion of the movie, we have it to where in a past Die Hard film, we have to where Bruce Willis himself makes fun of a future film that he is doing somewhere down the line. If you pause it just right, he ultimately says, "Who gives about Glass?" He did a movie called Glass. It's a joke. If you just edit it just right, then it would be perfect. Everybody would love it, but it ends up being what it is on the drawing room floor. So, if ultimately you guys like that, then ultimately you might also enjoy a, a Yellowstone review that I did. That I don't know if that even gonna go out today. Just ultimately because I don't know how popular it really is on YouTube. It might be donut holes worth a zero of popular. But I don't know. And Kevin Costner in it. As I have to, if as if I have to ask people, is Kevin Costner in it? Because I saw an entire episode with Kevin Costner in it. So if I have to like ask, does Man of Steel have Kevin Costner in it? I think that movie does. All right, 50 degrees of Kevy Bacon. Kevy Bacon, not Kevin. Look out, Kevin Bacon. You have a brother. His name is Kevy. He's not light. He's Kevy. There's some very Kevy subject matter coming on in this episode. Uh oh, come on. Can I just beat Tempest girl with laser pointing fingers? Can I just beat her? Can I just win? Can I just how how about Slash just gets behind her and that's how he kills her? He gets behind her and then she never notices and then she shoots everywhere else but where he is. That would be the saving grace of this whole thing. But it seems like I'm getting closer, but then again, I have the weakest players to live the longest. Because who wants to live forever? The Highlander franchise does. That's who wants to live forever. Who wants to live forever? Now I'm probably gonna get it copyrighted because ultimately that Highlander song is just like they haven't been doing anything. But man, if anybody sings their songs, man, do they get raring to go? Like, dude, he was singing our song. Copyright him. Tell him we don't love him. Tell him he was a bad influence on our peoples. I don't know. Again, this is an entire episode where the words of which I say that are flying out of my mouth have no disregard of making any logical condensation. As we've continued to mention that. Gosh ding ding dingly dang it. Sprinkle a bit of that salt in that Barbie. Barbie? Barbie? Barbie. Bobby? How is it that the Australian people say it? Shrimp on the Bobby? Because for me, I'd rather say Barbie, and that sounds weird. Shrimp on the Barbie. Bobby? Bob is it, is it but even if it's Bobby, it sounds like a person's name. You're putting shrimp on a Bobby? A person named Bobby? It sounds really, really. Either way you look at it, whenever you're saying that, you're just like you're looking at Bobby and you're like, if you know a guy named Bobby, you're like, yeah, I'm meeting you, Bobby. F whatever that food is, I'm having you tonight. You're gonna be yeah. You're gonna be yeah. You're gonna oh boy yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a boatload of that coming out. That sultry stuff. Anyways, so we live the life that we live, and hopefully we can do really well in this episode. Which who knows, complicated or less complicated things could have happened by this point in juncture. Like me not having to take 2 years to just try to live through a level here. Come on. We can do it now. There's time. I have time now. Come on, Irma. Why did I put you on this team? You can do it. You can save the rainforest. Shave the whales. Irma, shave the whales. Or don't. Just you know what, do whatever you want. Oh, come on. Dude, are you kidding me with this nonsensical sense? So, in other words, do I need everybody shooting from a distance at this woman? Because what else do I need to do? Ah. Do I need to start singing her the ELO song, Telephone Lines? Is that what I gotta do to this woman? Hello? No one's answering. Will it be alright? If I'm telling you that I'm having a lonely, lonely night. What can I say? I don't remember the rest of the words of this song. As I pick up my telephone. Yeah, some very old relics of music. I'm sure everybody's pumping and like, yeah, sing some more Electric Light Orchestra that have been a relic of music of time of which that some people seldomly had enjoyed at some point in juncture in their lives. Come on, somebody needs to nerf that woman. Nerf her now. Do it. Do it. Orta 66. Oh, come on. Really? Really now? So what is it if you nerf? If she kills April, the question mark thing dies with her? It kills the question mark which she had left on someone? That kind of seems a little dicey, if you know what I mean. A little spicy. Okay. Some character needs to live their best life. So, who is that gonna be? Because I desperately need them to live. Somebody needs to start living here. And it's not gonna be that character that does that cool thing that everyone loves. Because if it was, I'd be like, whoa, high tops. Come on, everybody, use your moves. Come on, Irma, come on. Why can't I? I was hitting her power up, but she wasn't doing anything. Now Irma is dead. That's what happens when you can't do cool things. And now my game is now frozen again. Dude, wait a minute. So Scar is not on my team, and now my game is frozen just because? That is great. What if I would have won on this round? What kind of garbage is this game? It's not my fault that your game is frozen. Because I can't let it go. Pause here. You know what I figured out in just these couple moments here? I have figured out what could be the master of all songs. I think I want to combine the Frozen song "Let It Go" with any kind of random dialogue from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and plus also maybe the theme song from it, like let it go, and make my monster grow." Yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll be lit. Oh, come on. Come on, please. Just freeze there so I can beat you. Mentally beat you. Dude, that would have been a perfect opportunity for Tempest Girl over there to just freeze. Give me a little break so I can just blast the crap out of her and just win that way. But no. But there's more. There's always more. Let's use Splinter. Let's see what happens when we dust out that old goat out there. He's not a goat, he's a rat. No one needs to know. No one needs to know that he's not a goat. I say they change it and they make him a goat. Would anybody really would it really matter to anybody if he was a goat in one series? Would people be offended if all of a sudden Splinter was a goat in the new cartoons just bizarrely? Like he's just now a goat, and like would anybody like glance an eye and just be like, "No, I don't like goat Splinter now. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking the new direction." Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, are you kidding me? Look at that health though. Look at that health. That sweet, delicious health that could have meant death. Why would you do crap like that to me, game, every single time? Like, you know how many several inches of time of which that there have been in my life to where there have been me with villain that is going to die, but I get the death instead. No, I am the frustrated. Oh, cool! I can upgrade Goatman. He's gonna be Goatman now. He's not gonna be Splinter no more. He's gonna be Goatman instead of Splinter. Uh, he's gonna be a winner because he's gonna be a goat. And see now, like, did the turtles ever eat pizza with goat cheese? I don't remember seeing that episode. I want to see that episode though, because you would think then like Splinter would be so offended because it's not like you can have like rat pizza. Nobody's gonna eat that. Nobody's gonna eat rat pizza. But yeah, here's how you can change Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can have Splinter be a goat, and you could have the turtles be, God, what would be a green animal besides a frog? It can't be a frog. They've done that on the show. What would be a green animal that could be something like the turtles? Could be Komodo dragons. You could have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Komodo dragons. It would be a very long theme song though. Teenage Mutant Ninja Komodo dragons. You would have to shorten the name then. It'd probably have to be Teenage um Teenage Mutant Komodo dragons. So yeah, you'd have to forcibly change the name a little bit. You'd have to tweak it because that whole mutants thing, I don't think people like anymore. Bizarrely, for some reasons that I don't understand, because they don't think about it. They ended up calling Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver miracles. So that's what they're gonna do now. We're gonna call Teenage Miracle Ninja Komodo dragons. Teenage Miracle Ninja Komodo dragons. I think that works. I think that works. We'll go with that one. I'll copyright it. Trademarked. Think about it. We'll have double dragons, and then now we'll have Teenage Mutant or Teenage Miracle Ninja Komodo dragons. Sounds like a hit. Sounds like it does. I think people are gonna be like desperate to get that out there. Sounds like a winning combination. It does. As I get sued by every county and state in New York. Like, I thought of that first. Do you guys ever remember watching the God, what was it? I don't remember what the show was called. Ultimately, people that probably have Google and probably I'll search it later on, or maybe I'll watch it at some point because that show was weird. There were like an entire team of sharks that ultimately, supposedly later on, Vin Diesel did the commercial for their like toys at some point. The very first thing that Vin Diesel ever did was like a toy commercial for, God, what were they called? Like monster sharks or shark. God, what is the name of those things? Like there was a whole like animated series of them. There were like sharks, but they were like humans. They were like human-sized sharks, and I don't remember what they were called. More than likely, everyone knows the name of this. It's taking forever to me figure what it out. Figure what it out. Figure it out. Maybe I'll take Slash out and put Splinter in. Maybe that's the 2-1 punch that I need. No? It's a 2-1. It's 2-1 right there. Everybody wins. Oh, come on. Everybody loves Jello. Or no, wait. It's not everyone loves Jello. It's everyone has room for Jello. There we go. Come on. We're doing so well now. So well. And Michelangelo is almost dead. Don't tell me we're gonna beat him now. Or we're gonna beat her now. Cause if you're gonna duo times that I have been close. I would almost call it gross. It's close, but gross. So it's gross. Because I hate that kind of garbage. Where it's like you're just like, dude, I'm right there. Give me the win. But the game's like, no. It's giving me a boatload of these things. Because I hate those. That's what it's looking at me. It's looking at me. It's lingering. Come on. You took my goat man down. You took the goat. He's the greatest of all time. Fuh. Wow, why did all of a sudden, like, see, that's the problem. The game learns. It's learning. It's trying to figure me out. Because ultimately you can put the same team in there and you do worse the very next round. How is that possible? When you're thinking, oh yeah, I could just do the exact same thing and it would work out even better. But you know what happens? Worse. It's like a boatload of these going on right now. Boatload of these. Come on. I think that's the biggest problem with this game. Too much inconsistency. Rolling around in the streets of inconsistent land. Could you just not Leatherhead right now? Could you just do a little death? Do a little death, Leatherhead? Gosh. Fudge nougats. Because I don't want to change. I don't want to take anybody out. I think this team could work in many subtle layers. Many subtle layers. Shout out to Ghostbusters 2. Yeah. Many subtle layers. Alright. God, Splinter should be working for me. Like he's the man. He has the will to survive. He has the eye of the tiger. Okay. God, why? Should I switch up? Let's switch up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see who's calling the shots here. You know what I'm waiting for? You know what I'm seeing all these Marvel characters being put in Fortnite. Why haven't they put any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Fortnite? Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like, nah, man, nah. They were DLC in the Injustice game. They did a movie with Batman. Why not do a little Fortnite, you know? Everything's going to be put into Fortnite. It's going to get to a point where, like, there's going to be no stone left unturned with that game. It's going to be, like, Fortnite, like, parody-ish, like, things going on in there. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, you thought we were going to give you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, we're going to give you Teenage Mutant Ninja Hurdles. Yeah, because that's what everybody needed in their life. That's what everyone needs. Why did I put him there? It makes no sense. I should have taken Donnie out a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Because what good does he actually do? I'm trying to figure that out. Because my team is dying like it's nobody's business. Come on. Fudge. Fudge. Yeah, it's time to seek out Donnie. Because he's a. Again, I want to ask Donnie, what exactly does he do for the team? I've been asking this for years. What does he do? I never actually see him do a lick of anything. You know what? It sounds like, yeah, from the cartoon, it sounds like he invents a lot of stuff for the turtles, but does he really? Could somebody else be inventing all this stuff and he just takes credit for it? Could April really be inventing all this stuff and Donnie's just like, well, here's this stuff that I supposedly invented, but there's some guy like working behind the scenes. It's really doing all the real work, and Donnie's just been taking credit for this for years. No. I'm trying to do jokes now because we're, what, 35 minutes in. Me trying to beat this level that is extremely hard. Now I have to reel in the jokes. I don't even think Leo is actually leading the team. I think there's a director that's behind the scenes that's really telling them where to go. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle conspiracies. Do you ever notice that sometimes Michelangelo kind of either recycles the same jokes or does kind of feel like he has like all of his jokes like written on his arm somewhere? Do you ever think about that? Where do you think he gets his material from? He's got joke sleeves. He's like the quarterback of an NFL team when ultimately he's like, okay, we're fighting Shredder this week. Okay, so I have 18 jokes for Shredder, all today lined up. I bet he hires a writer. You want to bet? And here's another thing. Where do they get all that money? Where do they get all that money to afford all of that pizza? Do they rob banks? Do they do like how do they get to the money to where they get it from? That didn't even sound like a question. How do they get how do they get the money? Like does did like Donnie invent some like $1 million idea that April sold on like eBay somewhere and it generated like $1 million? Ultimately the movie TMNT like tells us what they do for work, but still it left me a lot of questions unsolved, to be brutally honest. Like I need to know what they do for work. I'm curious. Ah, falafel. Falafel. Why can't I just beat you? I just want to beat down the love of which we all share. Stop with the Leo. He dies. So, who else are we gonna use? April? It sounds like a winning combination. If there's ever not been one. Because there hasn't. For a while. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Storage is low. We're gonna try to beat this and then go. If we can. If it will let us. If we have the resources. What's that purple stuff? Dude, am I just... No! Why can't you let me just beat you? Why? I have been going at this level for far too long. Far, far too long. The galaxy beyond, masses of which go into hysteria. What is... What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Give me the answer, game. Just tell me. Whisper it into my ear how to beat you. Oh, come on. We're getting close. We are getting close. Come on. Not this. No, 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 no. No, do not take this away from me. I've 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 traveled too far. I've 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 done. I've done. Whatever. Just no. Do I need what, how can I nerf her up? How can I nerf that woman? Skarg? The guy that glitches, but ultimately I had a glitch before? Without him? Fudge. Nougats, Batman. Just hold my bear. Hold my beer. We're gonna use Skarg. I'm gonna regret it, but we're gonna have a Skarg that is freaking too loud for the kids. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, you're too loud. And too long. Too loud and long. Come on. We just can't do this. It just won't happen for me. We're gonna try one more time and then we're gonna call this one because we've traveled so far and yet this level, it seems to be afoot. It seems to be the afoot. No, I don't want to put Donnie in there. I don't want to put any number of the people that were in here, but my ties are twined. My ties are intertwined, I guess. And they called him Owoku Saki. You want to know why? Because he got drunk all the time. That guy was just loaded. Just loaded. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, we're just gonna eat it. All right. We're gonna have to call it because otherwise we're gonna run out of time, and then we'll probably lose this entire footage. So, frustratingly enough, we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen this time around. It's gonna happen for me. So take him out quickly. Put Donatello in, and it'll happen for me. I'm sure this time. super cum laude, preem, super cool, good times. It'll happen this time as Leonardo dies right away. Yes, he does, because I know he does. He does. Come on. All right, so we're gonna have to call it here because we keep losing. I apologize for otherwise taking too long to fight this level and to lose. But that's what happens. That's how the cookie crumbles in some episodes. Most of the time, we eventually beat the level and then we stop. But this time around, defeats all around. So this freaking sucks. I hope in the next time we play this, I will beat this level and huzzah. But otherwise, I'm going to get out of here or we're going to lose all this footage. So I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Forcibly. Goodbye, everybody.